In a season that began with promise and high expectations, the Florida State Seminoles closed out their 2024 campaign in familiar, disappointing fashion, falling to the rival Florida Gators 3-8-1-4 in Gainesville. For the Seminoles, it was another chapter in a season defined by inconsistency, costly mistakes, and missed opportunities. Facing a Florida team that entered the game with its own struggles, Florida State failed to capitalize on any momentum, unraveling under the weight of turnovers, penalties, and a sputtering offense. The loss emblematic of a season that seemed to take one step forward and two steps back, left fans and analysts questioning the program's direction under head coach Mike Norvell. Florida State's performance was marred by turnovers and miscues. Quarterback Tate Rodemaker, filling in for the injured starter Brock Glenn, struggled to find rhythm against a Florida defense that applied consistent pressure. Rodemaker threw for 178 yards with 2 interceptions, one of which was returned for a touchdown in the third quarter, effectively sealing the Seminoles' fate. On the ground, the Seminoles managed only 88 rushing yards, as the Gators' defensive line dominated the trenches. Running back Rodney Hill, one of the few bright spots this season, was held to just 45 yards on 13 carries. Florida State's offensive woes were compounded by a lack of discipline, as the team racked up 11 penalties for 98 yards. Florida, on the other hand, executed its game plan effectively. Freshman quarterback DJ Lagway showcased poise beyond his years, throwing for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns while adding another score on the ground. His performance highlighted a stark contrast between the two programs, one seemingly on the rise, the other stuck in neutral. For the Seminoles, the loss underscored the recurring issues that plagued them all season. The offensive line, expected to be a strength, struggled to protect the quarterback in open running lanes. Defensively, the Seminoles had no answer for Lagway's mobility or the Gators' balanced act, surrendering 438 total yards. Special teams, a persistent sore spot, also contributed to the loss. A muff punt in the second quarter gave Florida a short field, leading to an easy touchdown and a 1-7 lead the Seminoles never recovered from. Beyond the X's and O's, the defeat raises broader questions about the program's trajectory. In his 5th year at the helm, Norvell has yet to deliver consistent results against top-tier opponents. Despite assembling strong recruiting classes, the on-field product remains uneven, and the Seminoles' struggles in rivalry games have become a glaring concern. As the Seminoles enter the offseason, the focus shifts to rebuilding and retooling. With several key players likely departing for the NFL or transferring, Norvell and his staff will face the dual challenge of shoring up weaknesses and maintaining morale within the locker room. For Florida State fans, the loss to Florida feels like a bitter ending to a season filled with unmet expectations. If the Seminoles are to return to national relevance, significant changes and improvements will be required. Until then, nights like this in Gainesville will remain a painful reminder of a program still searching for its identity.